an exciting time for IT, or the lines between business and technology are blurring. Is our IT team ready to make the shift from supporting function to strategic pillar? That's where you can see the kind of expectation set part of startups, where the startups of IT thinkers, CEOs, COOs, CXOs, and visionaries to prepare for the next era of IT.
Being into security startup, earlier people expected us to be online, on site, do the testing for the for them. But after this COVID-19 came in, this physical setup was totally gone, and then we had to adopt automation. That's where what we did is we deployed the whole solutions on cloud. Okay, and we started the cloud-based vulnerability scanning assessments, because banks, we were as an auditor with various banks. Now we have they automated the whole stuff for audit, where everything was put on cloud, including the audit findings. Everything was put on cloud. The maker checker concept was developed. So it took around 6 to 7 months for us to automate the whole stuff, bring it on cloud. For us, the expenses went down because the resources were working from offshore. The infrastructure cost got reduced. The same set of people, like the team of say 5 people, we were through the same set of people, we were able to manage more customers due to this technology and enablement. The profits grew heavily, the revenues grew heavily, and we have grown our revenues by almost, you can say, around 300% in past 2.5 years. But after pandemic, what I saw is we got a level playing field, because for even for a startup and for big fours, all were working from offshore. Now that's where the quality matters. But obviously, technology was the key for the success.
It is true that tech-backed companies were actually least affected by the pandemic. The concept of working from home, which was a myth long years ago, we could onboard people from multiple geographies. I mean, that said and done, the productivity has improved, increased, the quality has increased, the deliveries has increased.
Now this cloud first, or maybe cloud enablement becomes a reality. We were in the discussion of that level, that we should not have the physical branches. We should have the branch at the backpack of the sales guys. We found this cloud platform becomes so beautiful in terms of achieving our technological goal, and that those things are available as a pay as you grow. So any expansion, any sort of automation is becomes like you deploy it. If you are happy with that, you can continue. If you are not happy with that, you can dispose of.
So we were facing 2-3 challenges. Challenge number one, that you have some legacy application which require to give an access to work from home scenario. Number two, again, that your contact center fellow agent is sitting in your back office. Those also requires to be given access on the mobile and some another channel. Ensure that there is no security breach. Even the communication and discussion which is taking place from the customer to agent, it's supposed to be saved, not saved as agent mobile. Customer onboarding was a challenge because we were not having any kind of digital transformations, customer onboarding, and then government has sent past that you can do the video KYC as well. Those software also not available. Being consumed at least more than all clouds, most of the bigger clouds which is available in the market, be it Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and some IBM kind of environment with couple 2-3 applications for each from each service provider as a software as a service. While we are consuming multi-cloud environments and software as a services, platform as a services, and then infrastructure as a services, and you have some co-located environment as well. So how you can ensure that people working from home, people working from branches, people working from across the country, and technology and network connectivity issue, how we can ensure that the application which we have hosted operate efficiently, delivered to the consumer. Implemented couple of technology which can create, some kind of zero trust network architectures.
Life cycle of the technologies become shorter every day. New tech companies are expanding the industry, with the use of new digital platforms and new ways of marketing and publishing. They continuously push their products to the companies and to our companies, to your companies. And on top of that, the customer expectations have just increased and gone to the roof during this pandemic. One side is that the technology is so good. It's given us a lot of security postures. It's given us a work from home kind of environment. It's given us a lot of new apps which we can challenge the environment and make it better. and make it faster and make it more accessible for customers and increase customer experience. On the other hand, the challenges every company outside is the main challenge would be the workforces. It is getting even harder for professionals, businesses to keep up with the evolving technology. And cost of retaining staff has increased.
Data privacy and cybersecurity is of utmost importance. Customers of ours, they have strong security protocols, and they make sure that the vendors who are servicing them, they also follow the same. Okay, what you can max do is make sure that you build a fortress around your information flow. You can surely have multiple level of security readiness to brace yourself for impact whenever the situation arises. We can talk about employee verifications before hiring, access rights to different roles in organization. We have asset management policies about how the assets are used and how they are, removed out of the organization. Whether we are talking about endpoint securities for each and every laptops, or those are taken care of.
My key takeaways will be that in today's scenario, that importance of technology for the emerging business, as well as aligning the business with the growth goals and with the cloud. Because if I have to summarize, I will say that everyone has talked about cloud adoption, and cloud adoption is today's way forward towards the business model which we are going to run from here onward. So aligning our business priorities and technology as a technology partner, sir, I would really like to say that this industry needs an evolvement, and as they have moved towards the digitalization and digital transformation, we TTBS are committed to serving these changing needs. And today we call us as a one-stop solution for the digital need, because we are now in a integrated advanced technologies like IoT, AI, and cloud services, helping the startups and SME to scale up